I've heard there's some more options from the computer, and I've been wanting to try it. So I said, let me go ahead and do a little test run today. So if I'm looking around, it's because I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see what the options are here. How do you? Edit. Cancel. I'm just playing around with the options. Oh, use default overlay. Set up an overlay for your breaks. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, Mary, it's so funny. I'm trying to go live. Well, I'm going live today from my desktop or from my computer, my laptop. And now I see what you were talking about yesterday, as far as the overlay. I do see the option to put an overlay, but you have to upload it. You have to upload it ahead of time. I'm gonna just hit it and see what happens. Using an overlay to your encoder. Oh, yeah, I have to do it ahead of time. I mean, I should have already did it before I got on here. So what's going on, y'all? Hey, Elevated Honey, Rudy, bonjour. Hey, John. All right. So today is Wednesday. Y'all know I normally do. Oh, I'm on like, who is that coming in? I thought it was somebody walking in the house. Child, I heard me in the background. All right, Supreme. What was I gonna say? Oh, today is Wednesday. Y'all know I normally go live later, but y'all also know, most of y'all also know that I have 5 children. So my schedule changes all the time. They have activities today, so I'm not gonna be able to go live later. So I said, let me jump on here for a little a little lunchtime chit chat. And I'm going to make some guac while I'm on here. But what y'all got going on? Hey, Damo. I hope, child, these avocados might be bad. I hope they're not. If so, I guess the guac is chalked. Y'all know how the avocados, they normally good or bad. There's no in between. I had these for like maybe a week. I keep wanting to can you grab a trash bag? At work on lunch right now. Yeah, same. So I said, let me throw some guac together. You want to do it?
I don't know. I just wanted to open it up so you had to do the whole flicking of the bag.
Go ahead. And then my husband was thinking about, what was you thinking about? You want to tell him what you was thinking about?
You know, husband's gonna think about anything.
My husband was saying he had some questions for me. And I'm like, I don't know if I feel like answering questions today. Okay, I'm headed to the doctor's appointment. Oh, everybody's going to the doctor's today. Hello, you are unwinding in the middle of the day. Yes, that's what I was saying, Anthony. So I'm unwinding without the wine today. Unwinding and just putting some guac together. Because, all right, hey, Miss V. I wanted to try to jump on here from my laptop. You see how it looks? Okay, y'all. When I go live from my phone, does it look different than how it looks now? Because on my screen, it looks like what's this? Horizontal? And I know from the phone it's vertical. So does it look horizontal to y'all? I mean vertical, or does it like show up horizontal? Like, am I taking up the whole screen? Horizontal. Okay.
Like the cinema kind of thing.
I mean, it's fine, but I think that's what I was saying before. I think like if you go horizontal, it don't show up like on the feed, the shorts feed and stuff. Like you see how like this is horizontal.
So the shorts.
I know, but like if you go live from your phone, it show up on the live feed, like the shorts feed, right? Hey, Fee. But anyway, Anthony, that's what I was saying. I can't go live later, so I wanted to jump on here now because the children have activities. They're starting, the spring sports. Don't forget to like the live, y'all. What am I looking for? Anthony, hardest working man, said, "What's going on?" I said, "I need you." All right, y'all. My husband, he wanted to ask me some questions. I didn't know if I feel like answering questions today. So let me know if y'all want him to ask me a few questions. I don't know what questions he has, but if y'all want to hear them, I'll answer them on live for y'all. Questions or no questions? That is the question. I'm so corny. Woo! Yes, go for it. Fee said go for it. They might not feel like questions. They might not feel like it. Oh my God.
Like you're coursing them into that.
Oh my God. All right, y'all. So they're gonna ask questions. I have no idea what kind of questions he's gonna ask. So let's go ahead. Y'all, for the people who don't know, let's introduce Big Man. Let's introduce Big Daddy. It's like I call him that, but he don't like when I call him that. Let me ask y'all that too. Do y'all call y'all spouses like for the females, do y'all call y'all spouses like y'all have like words of what is it called?
A term of endearment.
A term of endearment for y'all significant others, or do y'all just call them by their name? Let me introduce y'all to Big Daddy, who don't want to be Big Daddy.
What's up, y'all?
Why are you laughing? Crazy? Bestie. Yep, let's hear these questions. I'm on the job, goofing off for a few minutes. All right, go ahead. Question number 1. What do you have, Derek? What do you have? I need you. Go ahead.
What are some things you enjoy doing?
When you ask the question, you want to come into the camera?
What are some things you enjoy doing other than decorating? Other than decorating and going and shopping. Other than decorating and shopping.
Well, let's be clear. First of all, I don't like shopping. I'm not a shopper. So I just wanted to get that out the way.
So hold on. Not to cut you off. So what's the definition of a shopper?
A shopper is somebody who no matter what's going. Okay, a shopper to me is somebody who who's always in the stores. A shopper is somebody who's. Can you come in the camera?
Okay.
A shopper to me is somebody who's always in the stores. Mm-hmm. What's wrong, mommy?
Someone who's always in the stores.
But they enjoy being in the stores. That's the shopper. They enjoy it.
Okay.
Pumpkin.
Okay.
How do you work the chat, y'all?
I say so let me know.
But that's not me. I don't enjoy being in the stores.
Hey, I think some shoppers don't enjoy being in the store.
I thought by her government name. Really? That's funny. So what was the question there? Because I forgot already.
What do you enjoy doing other than shopping and
home decor?
What
do I enjoy doing other than shopping and home decor? I would say I enjoy spending quiet time alone. I enjoy spending quiet time alone. I like to go to try new places. I guess that still might be shopping a little bit. Try new restaurants, not shop. I like to go to different restaurants.
So you like to eat?
I like to eat. I really don't like trying new restaurants. I like to eat.
So you like to eat. So that's what you do.
And I like to relax.
For recreation.
And I like to relax.
Okay.
What else?
No,
I'm sitting here thinking, what else?
So,
I think I've changed over the years. I used to work out. I used to like working out in my free time.
You just gonna
put gloves on for vinegar?
Yeah. Like
I'm just gonna let it soak. Why do I need gloves on?
Your fingertips all in it, and your fingertips will be smelling like vinegar.
Oh my god, that's fine. It's only gonna soak for a little bit.
It's not, but
so that's what I like to do. He's like, I want to be over here. Oh, that's my daughter. What is she doing?
She
eating snacks.
Shit.
Hi, mommy. Okay, so that was question number 1.
All right.
Working on cars, hanging out with family, doing cookouts. I was about to say that too. Like in the summertime, I enjoy like just sitting outside, catching a little vibe, nice little drink, still eating though. So that's what I like to do.
Okay.
I feel like I need to. Somebody said that on, who was I watching? Antonice. She said that she was talking to somebody, and they said that like black girls don't have. A lot of black girls don't have hobbies. And I was about to just say just now, I need to come up with another hobby. So for the black girls in the chat, do y'all have hobbies? What are y'all hobbies? I'm asking y'all questions.
Generalize it to that. I think
I wouldn't say that either.
Older people in general, it's like once you get family and stuff, you kind of push your stuff off.
Hobbies?
Yeah, hobbies. Hobbies is things that you do for recreational.
You kind of push it off?
Yeah, because
I guess so, yeah.
But
no, okay, so think to before you even had a family. Did you have a hobby before that?
I mean,
for me,
most people they like to go clubbing and drinking and partying.
I wouldn't say it's a hobby though.
Well, what is it? I think
it's something that you do sometimes, but it's not like a hobby.
A hobby?
I like baking. Okay, so yeah, like to me, baking is like a hobby.
Like clubbing could be a hobby.
I don't know. Decorating as a hobby. Yeah. Hey, Nisha.
It's the thing you do to like advice almost.
All right. So what's the next question?
All right. Next question. I made as though you are a YouTube creator. It's like a 2-part question. What is something?
You keep moving around, so I keep having to move the camera.
I keep trying to hide. But what's something that like beginning when you started doing YouTube?
So they're still good. I thought they was.
It's like, can you not multitask, my man?
Go ahead.
So all right, so being as though you do YouTube, when you first started, what was something that you thought was very important that you found out later on that wasn't so much important?
That's a good one.
And then vice versa. Wait,
I can't do that. I can't do that. One question at a time.
But then the next part is to what did you think that wasn't important that was essential?
Okay.
So it's a 2-part question.
But I can only think about one at a time. So what was the first
don't do it one at a time.
What was the first one?
The first one was like when you first started YouTube, what did you think that was very important?
Okay, let me answer that. When I first started YouTube, I thought it was very important. Hold up, y'all, because she's a little fussy. Yeah. When I first started YouTube, I thought it was very important to get it right. I thought it was very important to make sure I was going into it doing all my research. So I was looking up like pretty much, the first videos I was looking up how to start a YouTube channel, what do you need to know to start a YouTube channel, like what are the things you have to do to start a YouTube channel. So like if y'all go back and look at my first video, it was a intro video because of course, when you start a YouTube channel, you have to have an intro video, right? That's what I thought. Not that it was a horrible thing, but that wasn't really key. And I thought it was important to like make sure I know how to do everything. So I was like trying to learn probably 25 things at once. I was learning how to shoot, how to what is it called with the thumbnails? How to do thumbnails, I was trying to perfect everything at the beginning. So did I answer the question?
So, and long story short, you wanted it to be perfect?
I was trying to get it to be, not perfect. I knew it wasn't going to be perfect, but I was trying to get it to a level that I wanted to, it was good enough for me to put out there. I knew it wasn't going to be perfect, but I didn't want it to be horrible. You get what I'm saying?
So what did you do to like reference like what's good and what's bad? Like what was your reference to determine the quality or whatever? Like
I think I was trying to find my own style, but I also looked at some of the larger YouTubers to see like, okay, let me look at their thumbnails. Let me look at, what they're doing. But I also knew I wanted like a lot of thumbnails that I saw. I'm just using thumbnails for my example, but like a lot of thumbnails that I saw from larger YouTubers, they looked like kind of animated, like they had like a lot of colors and different things like that. And I knew I wanted. She wants to get into the cabinets and pull out all the stuff. She's in that phase, but I knew I wanted mine to look a certain way, but I was having a hard time trying to like get that right. Did I answer the question?
I mean, I think so.
Okay, and then the other part was what? Let me read some of
y'all. So you thought it being perfect and everything, you thought that was very important, but you found out that it wasn't as important. And then the thing that you didn't think, the thing you thought that wasn't important, like what did you find that?
The thing that I knew it was important. Okay, so this is the thing that I knew was important then, but I didn't put it high. Sorry, y'all. She hungry. This is the thing that I knew was important then, but I didn't know how important. So, when you're doing your research and you're looking like, okay, how to start a YouTube channel, what do I need to start a YouTube channel, all those different things, right? I thought it was very important to have a camera and stuff like that, right? I didn't have a camera when I first started, but I felt like that was hindering me from being consistent. And that's one of the things that I wish I was from out the gate. Like my whole goal when I first started was to do a video a week, like one video a week. And I did it for maybe like a few weeks. I just wasn't consistent with it. Like I would not post for like a month and then I was getting frustrated with my phone because I wanted to post longer videos and I couldn't because my storage. So anything like over 17 or 18 minutes, I had to like go in and delete photos and do all these different things. And it was just frustrating. So it was kind of taking the joy out of it. You know what I mean? So I wish that from the beginning, I knew just what I know now. Like, even if I was still using my phone, I've since upgraded my phone. So like I have more storage and I'm able to like, if I wanted to, I could create a longer video on my phone now. But at that time, I bought more storage and I still was running into the same issue. So I don't know if it was just my phone being outdated or if I just didn't know what I was doing. But to answer the question, the thing that I would have done first out the gate.
No, I ain't what I asked you.
What did you ask me?
Not what you would have done first. What did you starting off? What did you think was important that you later on found out was this is right?
I answered that. I said being consistent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would have uploaded 1 to 2 times a week, and I would have did it consistently.
Okay. So at the beginning, you more so didn't think the consistency part of it wasn't important, but it was more so of the actual finished product. That was
I was more so focused on, like you said, the finished product, or trying to perfect the finished product, which still wasn't perfect, and wasn't as concerned with consistency. I knew I was trying to be, but like I'm a firm believer in like having the tools that you need. So like I felt like I kind of felt defeated every time I created a video because I felt like I didn't have the tools that I actually needed, as far as like a camera and I'm trying to get this out. As far as like a camera and just like the amount of storage that I needed. So every time I created a video, I felt like it wasn't the video that I wanted because I was trying to get it done within 17 minutes. So yeah.
Okay.
Next question.
So it's all kind of the same group. So what did you take from that whole basket of?
What did I take from it?
Yeah, like
since I know better, I'm trying to do better.
So what did you?
So now I still do the same thing though. Like I've just grown a little bit since then. So like now I'm trying to prioritize consistency versus trying to prioritize perfection. So like I still want my videos to be a certain way, but I know that all of them aren't the best that I can do. You know what I mean? But I still put them out there. So like even a few people who commented on my last video, I did try something a little different on that one. So when people notice, Hi, Rosie. So when people noticed, that was like, that kind of made my heart smile a little bit because, yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So, I don't want it to all be content stuff, but when creating content, do you find yourself creating better content when you prep or prepare for it, or do you make your best content when you just start the camera and you just kind of let the emotion and just kind of improv?
I don't know about that one.
And that could be a question for the people that.
Oh yeah, that's a good question for y'all. Do y'all feel like y'all? Well, I'm gonna answer it too, but do y'all feel like y'all create the people who are creators? Do y'all feel like y'all create y'all best content if it's planned or if you just kind of like winging it? I feel like for myself, it has to be a mixture of both. For me, it's a mixture of both. I feel like I need to have a generalized idea of what I'm trying to do. I don't work well with like just winging it. So I need some type of plan. Like, all right, in this video, I want to talk about X, Y, and Z, right? I may not have all my points down that I want to hit, but I need to know what the video, or I like to know what the video is about. I don't think I've ever created a video that I didn't kind of know. Well, no, I'm lying. I did. And I didn't think it was that great. So yeah, I'm just being me and it's not like a job. Yeah, me too. But even just being me, like if I'm creating something or when I'm creating a video, I still need to know what the video is about. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not a person that can just turn on the camera and be like, all right, I'm making a video today. Let's go with it. Or not saying I can't, but I don't prefer to do that. Both. Jay said both. I'm just 50-50, or both. Yeah, I think it's the same. Like we kind of need to have like some type of idea.
All right. So
the same here. I did the same.
So
y'all, this is so crazy. But if y'all was on my live the other day, I just learned how to move down on the computer. Like you got to use two fingers and like slide down. Ain't that crazy? You knew how to do that?
Yeah, I know how to do it. It's not that crazy though that you didn't know. But
because I used to go over to like the sidebar all the time. I can't believe that.
Because you want to get these Mac things, but you're really a Windows type of lady.
Well, I'm used to Windows.
No, you just a Windows type of lady.
So what's a Windows type of lady?
Nothing. It's just you got Android type of ladies and iPhone type of ladies.
What's the difference?
I mean, I don't know.
Is one better than the other?
I don't know. I only know about iPhones.
That's not true. You used to have an Android.
I used to years ago, but I don't know what Android is doing right now. I don't know what they've been doing over the last couple.
Oh my God. T's be giving their phone combo energy. Yes, T's definitely do.
All right, so next thing.
All right, so we got all the avocados peeled. They look good.
You know, I think they but they might not want to see what you're doing. They might not want to know how you make.
Do y'all want to see how the guac is turning out?
I just feel like you up on the camera real close.
Am I real close to the camera, y'all?
You're not real close, but you just up on it. They might want to see what you got going on in your workspace.
All right. Where y'all want me? Y'all want me here? Here?
It's all right. Don't even worry about it.
I gotta be here.
Don't even worry about it because they might not want to see how you make this guac.
No, I make my guac good.
All right, next question. What kind of chef are you? Are you one of those chefs that like to kind of mix stuff and get it with your hands? Like, you know, are you like a more of a field type of chef, Trish?
Sophie said her only videos that are planned are the sit down ones. When I vlog, it's random. I think vlogs are random, but like even when you vlog, you probably know what you're gonna vlog. Like, oh, I'm going to this restaurant. I'm gonna vlog while I'm there. It's like that may have been planned.
Okay, I'm going to the next question.
Sorry, y'all. I was just reading the comment.
I'm going to the next question.
Okay.
So my next question is when you're doing content, like all great
artists,
artists,
you said all the questions wasn't going to be about content.
They all aren't, but I just like to know because these are things that goes on in my mind. I'll be wanting to figure out. Like all artists, sometimes like you have good weeks or good months with creating content, but when you get into that place of, hey, what am I going to create next? Where do you pull where do you pull these thoughts?
You had to show them that that's what you was doing. Like
I'm interviewing right now, and sometimes when I do things, and for those who don't know me, when I do things, I jump all the way into character. So Trish, where do you pull these thoughts from to materialize?
When I don't know what I'm going to create?
Yeah.
So since my channel is more so based on like my home and lifestyle, I just figure out what it is that I need to do around the house and record that. So like even recently, it was spring cleaning. So I said that my videos were going to be, like I was going to do a cleaning video because it's the time. It's the time of year. So I normally just pull from like my surroundings, I guess, or whatever it is I have going on.
Okay. So you'll look and say, hey.
But what I've recently been doing is I've been looking at the have y'all looked at, what is it called? The inspiration tab on YouTube. So there's two different ones. I mean, it looks two different ways. Have y'all pulled any ideas from the inspiration tab on y'all YouTube? Because I've looked at it before on my phone, but it's a lot. It goes into a lot more detail on your on the computer. And it's so funny because I guess everybody's inspiration tabs are going to look a little different depending on the content that you create. But it was so funny. It was so funny that like one of the tabs that they told me I should create a video on was like a restoration hardware tour, which was funny to me because I already did that. Like I already did it when I went to Atlanta. But I just looked up the inspiration tab the other day. So it was just like, okay, cool. And that video on my on here is doing pretty good. So I'm like, you know what? I may need to pull some more inspiration. Sorry, y'all. Hey Monique, I may need to pull some more inspiration from them. Do y'all use the inspiration tab? So yeah, long story short, I just
You pull from you refer back to your lifestyle.
To my life.
And the lifestyle will kind of give you content.
Exactly.
Okay. So in a nutshell, but now this thing that you're talking about, this inspiration tab is.
I'm still going to pull from lifestyle though. Like the inspiration tab is just like, how sometimes you have writer's block, creator's block.
I didn't even finish what I was saying about part of the inspiration tab. You just started letting it go. I'm just letting you know. You don't even know which direction I was going.
Okay, go ahead.
Now I was saying, and this inspiration tab, is this something that you just found out about and maybe interested in using?
Yeah, it's something that I am interested in using, but I don't know. It's one of those things. Like I don't know if I have a hard time, but I also have my own videos in mind that I want to do. Right. So when I look at the inspiration tab, it isn't to like choose a video. It's like what aligns with what I already have planned. That's kind of what I'm looking at the inspiration tab for.
So it's more of a brainstorming, like a creator's.
Hey, Prom.
It's like sometimes when they shows or whatever, they got like a writer's day where though you like just brainstorming.
Do they? I'm not
sure. Yeah. Bumping ideas off of each other. Okay. So that's cool. All right.
So wait a second. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So next thing. If you had to choose,
what do you want? Go ahead.
If you had to choose between creating content and like far as like with making content, like if you had to choose, like what will be your best form of content creation from the shorts, the vlogs, like the regular DIY videos?
What would be my favorite?
Like, what's your favorite thing to kind of shoot?
To shoot?
Yeah, like when you create your content, like you got some DIY projects that I saw. You got some vlog style. You got some shorts. You got some TikTok little stuff. Like, what's your best content to create? Like, what's your favorite?
My favorite content to create would be a mixture of vlog and home. So, like, I would an ideal.
And live is a genre as well. I would say.
Yeah, but no. Oh shoot! Almost cut my finger off. My favorite content to create would be blogs with a mixture of home and lifestyle in it. You know.
You seem a little bit more alive in your life, especially when you cracking that wine open. But
what?
I'm just saying from my observation, but looks can be
lives.
deceiving.
I think lives are
Looks
cool.
can be
Lives are fun, but that's not my because you don't edit lives.
It's not about editing. It's about just creating. Like when you tap into a live, like it's a creation.
I don't know. I don't feel like lives are really a creation.
It is. If you post it,
I feel like lives is like
you post it and you upload and it's just raw. It's just raw content. But
okay,
it's still
so
content.
that's what I'm saying. I do like to edit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you enjoy the work. No, I'm just saying some people it's the process. Like Kobe Bryant, like the Michael Jordans of the world, they enjoy
working
the
out.
Work.
They enjoy working out.
No, not just working out, just the work, the journey. Like
the journey, yeah, definitely.
The work.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. I would say definitely.
Okay. So last question.
This is the last question you have from me, but I got about 2 questions for you that came up.
Our last question. Are you open to having any more children? And if yes, why? And if no, why?
Okay. I was trying to figure out how you could say absolutely not in 25 different languages.
Ask check.
No, I don't want to have any more children. Why? Because I have 5. And they're, my life is pretty busy, and I'm at a stage where like I'm okay with life being busy for right now, but I don't want my life to be busy forever. Like, you know what I mean? I want to kind of move. I want to go through the phases. I don't want to keep starting over from baby phase. I want to go through, all the phases of development with the kids. And like, honestly, sometimes I feel kind of bad. Sometimes she's just tearing up stuff. Sometimes I feel kind of bad because I have older children and then I have like a baby. So like, let's say we go to an amusement park, right? And I ride roller coasters, like I ride all the rides and stuff, but I won't be able to get on because somebody has to sit with the baby. So sometimes I feel like I'm robbing my older kids. Stop. I'm robbing my older kids of the experience, now versus like when my younger kids are older and we go to the amusement park, I'll hopefully I might be a little older, but I'll be able to ride with them. You know what I mean?
Won't everyone still be your kids and everyone be able to ride?
Yeah, but it's different phases. The kids, when our older kids are 10 years from now, when they might not feel like they're not gonna go with us. They're gonna be in their 20s.
Do you feel like you was able to ride rides with your
parents?
With your younger kids? Well, with the kids that you're talking about, that you feel like that's missing out?
That's what I'm saying. Not really. Like, unless we bring somebody with us, and we don't always do that. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like you ride the rides with them.
No, I don't. We don't get to ride together. It's like you have to ride, and then we got to ride the ride again, and I have to ride. You get what I'm saying? But I want to all ride together.
I feel like that's a better option because the kids get to ride 2 times because we trying to ride with them. You know? All right, hold on. Let me put it down.
I don't know. I just feel like, no, I don't want to have any more.
No more kids.
No more children.
That's what you said. I don't agree.
So you don't want me?
No, I want the children that I have, Lawrence. But I don't want to have any more babies. That's what I'm saying. My son over there talking about, so you don't want me? So yeah, that's why I don't want to have any more. But yeah, the answer isn't yes, so I don't have to answer that one.
So you don't want to have me?
No, I want all my children, Lawrence. That's what I need you to understand that. I don't want to have any more. He picking and choosing what kids I want. Trish coming with the couples content. Oh, I would love to do couples content. My husband don't want to do couples content. I mean, not that he don't want to. He's open to it sometimes, but he don't want to have to do it all the time. You know what I mean? He likes to get on camera when he wants to and all that stuff.
So what they don't want to have?
And you know, us as content creators, sometimes even when we don't want to get on camera, we still need to show up. So he don't want to do that.
Mommy,
Yeah.
so what they don't want to have?
I don't want to have any more kids.
So baby?
Babies, yeah.
Wait,
Y'all know what I did want to have though, honestly?
Mommy?
Y'all know what I did want to do before
Mommy?
I had 5 kids? I wanted to adopt. Yes.
You always want to grow another one.
No, I'm not gonna grow another one. I used to, like before I had 5 children, I think I wanted to adopt a child. I'm honestly still not opposed to it. I will say that. I'm still not opposed to it, but that's not in my plan right now.
Okay.
Hey, Faith.
So come on with my questions.
Oh, with your questions? All right, my question that I have for you is, how did you know? Okay, my question that I have for you. Come on, step into the camera.
I'm here.
All right, so I met. What were we? 17?
I was 18.
You was not 18.
18.
That's a lie.
No, it's not.
When we started school there, you was 18 when
I
you
was
started
18. I
school?
was 18. Yeah.
All right, well, I was
know
17.
you when I was 17.
That's not true.
I know you when I was 17.
Anyway, so I met him. We met when we was about 17 or 18.
You were 17, maybe. I was 18. I was 18 when I got to college.
That's not true.
All right.
Because we turned the same year. We turned another age
It's
in the
like
same year.
I think I know how old I was when I got to college. When I graduated high school, I was 18 years old.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So I met him when he was 18. How did you know? And then when we met, it was like I wasn't sure if I was ready to be or not ready or wanted to be in a relationship, right? But then it was like this person keep hunting me down on my back, you know, kind of like a little bit like harassment. But so how did you know? How did you know that you wanted to harass me, like hunt me down? Because in the world, what is it? It's like 6 to 1, right? For every 1 male, there's 6 females. So how did you know you wanted me to be the one female that you was going to hunt down?
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If you want to get technical.
No, I don't want to get technical. I just want to know that. I want to know the answer to that.
I was talking to you because like when you got openings, for a job, like you're gonna call people in for second interviews sometimes. So
wait, I'm confused.
That's all
I don't understand.
I was just making sure, like, hey, it's a job opening. Like, do you want this job? You know,
what you mean? I want the job? Like, be with you?
Like you ain't want the job.
Like I didn't want to be with you?
Not about being with you. It's just like, you know,
I don't understand what you're saying.
We was trying to be scholars or whatever, so we weren't really trying to focus in and zero in on like all the relationship type of stuff. But I was just saying, I did that you multiple times, but I wouldn't say like I harassed you. I don't think
not harassed, but
I harassed anyone in my life.
All I'm saying is, Derek, when you get down to it, what made you decide that you wanted to be with me versus the other people on campus?
I didn't know. I think we had we were both bio majors. We was kind of going in the current was pushing us in the same direction.
Okay, so you
I just feel like a lot of the other people was able like to have a whole bunch of fun and do a whole bunch of extra stuff that they were doing, like different things that made.
So you wanted to.
Challenge.
So you felt like we should be together because we had the same major.
I just felt like we were going in the same direction. Like we were just going the same direction. Okay. You know,
but it was nothing.
You was into track and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I need to work out too. So I was like, oh, she might encourage me to work out. But it's so funny when people got things in their mind and all these plans for stuff, and it's like, you know, you stop running track shortly after. You know, but I just thought that you would be a good fit for what I was trying to do.
So you wanted to use me?
I want to use you. I just thought that you would be a good fit. It's not about using. I just think that we would help each other.
So was there any love there? Because you talking about a good fit.
No, there ain't no love. I was 8, 7, 8. Love. Just met you.
What's that noise? I'm gonna say, where's Lawrence? In the office?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just met you.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking though.
I just met you.
At what point did you feel like What did I click in on? Hey, Mrs. Joe, we just chit chatting. He asked me about a few questions, and I had a question or two for him. So we just chit chatting while I make some guac. Okay, maybe not the relationship. When did you decide that you wanted to like settle down forever? That's what I'm saying. Not like, I guess I asked it I didn't ask.
Settle down forever?
Yeah.
I felt like I was about 23.
You got to step into the camera.
I was like 23. And
what made you, like, how did you know? That's what I'm asking.
I didn't know, but I sat down and had a conversation with myself, and I'm like, we living together. Like, we just kind of just growing together. So I was like, I think this is what I want to do. You know, I just think that I can see myself, you know, moving forward. So that's all it was. So I was like 23, and it just made sense. Like, I didn't feel like the need to keep dragging it out, you know? Which is why I'm like one of the first of my friends to get married, you know?
Because you didn't want to drag it out?
No, it's not because I didn't want to drag it out. Just, you know what I mean? It's just one of them things. I'm a certain type of, like, once I kind of do the whole map and say, you know what, this and that, it's like, my mind was made up at that point.
But it was so pretty much, no matter who you was with at the time, if you was with them for a few years, you would have been like, all right, it's time.
No.
That's my question for you. I'm asking you, how did you know?
This is the thing that I be talking about.
That's what I'm asking.
I knew because I sat down and I had a whole conversation with myself that went through all the different things and the qualities and all the
but that's the details I'm looking for.
See,
what were the qualities that stood out to you? That's what I'm asking.
I mean,
I
would prefer to not share like my whole checklist of things that I was going.
All right, what's your top two? It was just not even a top two. What's two? Because you said a whole checklist.
Yeah, it was a whole checklist.
I don't know. I feel like us women don't come up with a whole checklist.
No, you gotta understand, Trish, because I'm like a high value guy at 23. You know, so it's like high value guys gotta make sure that all of the I's and the T's is crossed. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean. I'm gonna just go ahead with that.
No,
when we know, we know. Lockdown. That's what Damo said. That's what I'm saying. But how do y'all know? That's my question. That's what I'm asking.
Because you look at life and you say, "Hey, if I don't do this."
He reviewed your resume.
What are my other options? And then we refer back to all the other people that put all the other applicants, and it's like
exactly. We want to hear the checklist though. Like that's what I'm thinking. I think females we go into a little bit more. We need detail.
It's like okay, so how would she do as a mother?
Okay,
how would she do as like just obtaining a career? Like how would that be? Like it's. You know, she compassionate. You know, it's just different qualities. Can I rely on her?
So like, what aren't guys looking for? So like, what don't?
If I say, hey, honey, here you go, 10,000. Hold on to this. Would you be able to just hold on to it?
Okay.
I mean, it's like
so you want to make sure a person is. You wanted to make sure I was responsible. Like I had to be responsible, pretty much. That's what it sounded like. You wanted a responsible person.
Yeah.
So did I have to be fun?
Not really. I know how to create fun. Like I can create fun. You get your nights. Everybody get their nights.
You don't think I'm a fun person?
No, you like tight. Look at your shoulders.
I'm trying to relax.
Yeah.
I need a massage. My whole body is right now. Honestly.
But I don't think that you're like funny person.
I don't think I'm
funny. You get funny sometimes. Sometimes you had good. You had good.
I have like one good joke a month.
I mean, that's good though. That's good.
Oh my God, that's funny.
That's good.
Where's the salt that I asked you to grab? Child.
How you asking me stuff and I'm asking a question?
You were sitting right there. I said, hand me the salt.
Kosher sea salt. Himalayan.
Kosher.
And why did I have all these different salts anyway?
Because we need different salts for different things. So I use kosher, like I like kosher in my guac. I like it on the back of the salmon. What else do I use kosher salt for? I don't know, but you use regular salt for. I don't know. Just need different ones. I could use Himalayan.
Okay.
But
so what's the next question, Trish? You said you had 2 for me.
I think I asked you 2. That was it. That's the 2 things that came to mind. And you asked me another question
What
too.
you asked me?
So I'm gonna ask you the same question you just asked me. Do you want to have more children? Yes. If yes, why? If no, why?
If you wanted to, I would, but nah.
Okay.
To me, kids is cool. Like I don't know, becoming an adult.
We can't see you.
Me becoming an adult, I think the kids kind of help me live like an adult life. Like, you know what I mean?
You feel like if you didn't have kids, you would be like a different person?
I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like kids kind of made me grow up a little bit. Yeah, I probably would be a different person. I'd probably still be cutting up out here.
You think you was cutting up before kids?
Well, not cutting up, but just with your downtime, it's like when you got all your downtime, it's like you going turn up. We're gonna hit the islands. We're gonna go to all the different.
But that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but it's like it could be.
Because you're talking about turn up, hitting the islands. It could be turning up.
But it could be a bad thing depending on the repetition of what you're doing and just the awareness of things. You know?
She said he loves you. He said one good joke enough is a month is enough. Oh my God, that's a shame. I feel bad. I feel like I should be funnier so I can entertain you.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You know, he loves you, and that's all it takes. What about if you wasn't what about if you wasn't what they wanted then, and they still ain't found it, and they try to spin the block 15 years later? That's a good question. Wow. Okay, so let's say we was together 15 years ago, right? And then you decided out of, I guess, nowhere, you decided that, like, you know what, Trish, this ain't working out. You ain't what I want. You ain't what I want, right? So now we separate. 15 years go by. You call my phone. You like, I apologize for that. I love you, blah, 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 all that, right? You trying to come back. What's as a man, what's going on in a man's head if he wants to come back 15 years later?
As a man,
after he said he didn't want you.
So as a man,
yeah,
for a man to come back 15 years later,
yes,
that means he in a bad spot.
15 years?
Yeah, because men don't just move forward. It's over. It's over. We just keep going. Don't nobody double back.
Okay,
that's good to know. Men don't just double back, especially if they okay and they doing all right in life. They gonna keep it.
He's not doing well.
They gonna keep their eyes forward.
But why he want to double back to?
Because he need a room. He need a back.
But he can't find a new person.
No, he need a back room or something. And he probably like, she was cool. We did.
Oh, I forgot to add the peppers.
But I don't know.
So as a man, men not doubling back after 15 years later.
Unless they see somebody at the club, but I don't know. I think stuff like that just happen organically, but it's never like a
calling.
I don't think that.
No, what if you just feel like you really messed up? Like, dang, that was a good one. I shouldn't have let her go. And you call him 15 years later.
No. I mean,
do that happen?
Listen, you asking me.
I'm just saying.
Since I've been an adult, I've been married to my wife. Since I've been 18, I don't know what goes on with everybody else. I don't know what they doing out there.
No, but
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what they doing.
What I'm saying is, if that was you, put yourself in that position.
If that was like I just said, if it was me, I'm not doubling back.
So, but if you did, you would be in a bad position. You need a back room somewhere.
I mean, possibly.
That means you ain't doing good.
Or it's like, I don't know, because I don't know.
And you're doing better than them. Yeah. What you cooking? Oh, I'm making guac.
I don't know. It's just all depends.
Just making some guac.
It's just all depends.
Honey laughing at teas. I'm cracking up because she was on live yesterday. That's what she was talking about. Huh? But we was trying to get the man's perspective.
But it's like, I don't know. It's just like, men just don't. I don't think men.
Nelly did it with Ashanti, right?
Yeah, but they were always kind of in it out, in it out, in it out, in it out. But I don't know.
I feel like I missed the check.
I don't know. Like Nelly, yeah, that did happen. I don't know.
They must say y'all belong together.
I just can't speak for everybody else. I just know. Okay. So long story short. If something happened and it didn't work out, but I just think it's different. We got kids. It's like a whole different thing. It's like it's a lot of things that has to. Like how many years did they spend together before they separated, and and why did they separate? Was it
Well, we just said why, because you
immature.
said they wasn't what they wanted. Like the guy said, the female wasn't what he wanted at the time, and then that was it. He was out.
Mm.
But now, 15 years later, now you know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess, but I typically how I saw life work. For the most part, when people do that, they lose out. Like you just lose out.
When they lose out on what? What you mean they lose out?
On a good person. When they say, "Hey, you're not what I wanted," but it was like this was a good person the whole time. That good person is normally good people don't hang around for long. Like you run back into a good person, they're gonna be taken.
So you're saying that if the person is still available at 15 years, they wasn't a good person?
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying typically a good person is going to be taken off the market. So you don't really
That's not true. I disagree with that. Okay, because I'm only saying that's not true because of this, right? I'm going to put myself in a situation.
Typically.
If me and you didn't work out right, and right now I have a child who is 11 months, let's say 1. If me and you didn't work out and my focus wouldn't be on jumping into another relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So time goes by fast. And let's say 2 or 3 years down the line, let's say, I may be dating within those 15 years, I may date someone. But I also have 5 children, right? So I also have 5 children. So I'm also not going to be like dating and like bringing people to my house. And
okay.
So for I may not even really be dating, right? Until like a few years.
Are you dating or
I'm trying to put myself
dating?
in a situation.
Like, are you dating or are you not dating?
Because I'm trying to be realistic. Like initially, I'm not dating. Right? So like a year could go by and I'm not dating. But now it could be year 2 or 3, and it's like, okay, I may be open to entertaining somebody, right? It's still going to be difficult because 1, I'm not going to be very open. You know what I mean? 2, the other person has to be very open and understanding because I have 5 children, right? And I'm not going to be available.
Both parties have to be open because
that's what I'm saying. Both parties have to be
with
open.
baggage.
But all I'm saying is,
but a good person is genuinely going to be with somebody.
I know, but in order to meet people nowadays, you also have to be somebody that kind of goes out and.
Listen,
how do you meet somebody?
That's another question. What I'm saying
all I'm saying is 15 years can go by and I cannot meet anybody. I would consider myself a good person, right? That doesn't mean that I'm not a good person because I'm still available.
That's why I said I used the term typically.
Okay.
Typically.
Don't say typically.
Not 100%, but typically, good people,
Doubling back at the 15 years means all other options have been spent. I think so too. That's what I'm saying. But with all other options, like, okay, so the person, they sought out all the other options and they didn't find anybody. So now they want to double back. Does that mean that the person wasn't a good person, or they just felt like now they done soared their royal oats?
15
now they want to come all back.
But even when they come back, when you come back in 15 years, you ain't the same.
You're not. That's what I'm saying.
So it don't even. It's like I don't know. It's like I don't.
She said he telling the truth. He in a bad situation. I think looking for a come up, and we was together. They was together 8 years. That's what I'm saying. How you say, "Oh, you're not what I want" after 8 years?
Huh?
That's what I'm saying.
No, because listen, sometimes people it's like this world and the different stuff that we take in, it can alter our thoughts, and sometimes in life we think that all of us can be so into ourselves that we all think that this person should be doing this and this and that. And that
Let's answer that question. Let's answer that question. Let's answer that question.
It's like every time I talk,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, because I just how I am.
But for example, it's like everybody is like they get all these messages, and it's basically like you ever see the girl from Divine, hey, you ain't doing nothing, and such. It's like when you on these different media platforms and all these.
So let me ask you that question.
You kind of start to stimulate your mind a little bit, and it makes
like
you
have personal
yourself.
Experience with this. You said it starts to like. What I'm asking you, have you ever felt like that? We
all do.
So you feel like sometimes you can. No, you didn't let me answer my question. So you feel like sometimes you could okay, let me ask you this. Do you feel like by being on the internet and scrolling and you may see, I don't know what you're seeing on there, right? Do you feel like sometimes you think like, wife, you might not be what I wanted? Like that's what I'm asking you.
No.
So what do you? That's
but everybody's mind is different. for me, it's just confirmation that I'm not the only one. It's like men and women are just different. You know what I mean?
What's confirmation that you're not the only
Because
one?
it's like when you on whatever you're watching and they say, "Hey, my husband just throw his underwear down," or whatever. It's just confirmation that this is the difference between the two sexes, whatever. But there's some people mind is strong, and like some people mind may get a little stronger 15 years later. You know, they may come back in 15 years because they understood that it was nonsense. It's like everybody's getting pulled all these different ways in today's time, but you gotta have a strong mind and just kind of understand. You just gotta understand what works for you. You know, everybody looking for all this stuff of what's working for other people.
20 years and definitely was not the same. See, so okay, she said definitely not the same. Me and my first love lost all contact, reunited after 20 years, and he definitely was not the same. That's what I'm saying. Most people are not the same after 20 years.
Not physically, you just not. It's like,
but I don't know. I wouldn't expect anybody to be the same after 20 years. What I would expect,
you expect them to be more complete after 20 years. But if they come back in 20 years and they still trying to figure it out, and not saying that that's a bad thing, because as human beings, we're always trying to figure out and recreate or whatever. But it's like if 20 years pass and you run back into somebody you saw like, oh, you know, and you still remember the stuff they said they wanted to do, and it's like, oh, hey, what are you doing? It's like they still in the same spot. It's like,
no, that's what I was about to ask you.
It's like,
do you think, because we've been together for 20 years, so do you think if we, you know, we was talking 20 years ago, right? We was talking 2, 3, 4 years, right? And then we broke up, and then we met now. Do you think that I'm the same person? Like that she completely changed? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm asking.
No,
people are going to evolve.
I don't.
You don't think I'm the same person?
No.
What is different?
Because the difference is that you become who you are with different life experiences. So just being out in the dating,
how am I different?
But just being out in the world, dating different people, you're going to start to have a different perspective on just the next gender. It's like if after 20 years go on and you've been dating and all that stuff and you're single and it's not working out between those people, like the way you view men will change after each thing don't work out.
You're not answering my question.
I'm just saying you'd be different.
But you're not answering my question.
What are you asking me?
I'm saying you know me 20 years ago, and then you know me today. If you met me, like if we broke up 15 years ago, right, and then you met me
today with 5 kids, no, I'm cool, honey. Nice to see you though. You looking good. You got 5 kids, no, goodness.
Well, one of them is yours. Let's say 2 of them is yours.
I'm gonna see you then. Church, this is hard.
I'm saying like we're not together.
No. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like the hypothetical. But typically that's what happens. I mean,
so that's the one thing that what you're saying. I'm talking about me as a person, not me with my kids. I'm talking about me as a person. Do you think I'm the same person? Because she's saying that he wasn't the same.
No.
To me, if I met you today, I would say that you're the same as you was before.
I'm not though.
I would say that you're the same person, though. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Like there's some pieces of me that's the same, but overall, I'm not that guy anymore. I'm just letting you know. Like I'm corny for real, man.
I don't think you get it, but I'm saying
I get it.
It's okay.
I get it a little bit. Like,
do y'all feel like y'all are the same from 20 years ago? And I don't mean like a completely different person.
I feel like I'm the same little kid that I was.
That's what I'm saying.
But the stuff that I do and how I move around, I just don't do the same.
So what she said was he wasn't the same, meaning that like it's like she's probably running into a different person. Like I can't even vibe with you right now.
Because I don't think maybe she's not the same. Maybe he is the same, but she's not the same. Like that's the thing. Maybe he's the same, but she's not the same. It's like, oh, he's still. Remember when we was in high school? We went to. It's like, look, I'm trying to move forward. That was a good memory, but it's like we're gonna keep talking about high school. You know, so it's like
everyone. He said he believed everybody changed a little bit every 5 years.
Yeah, right. Through your experience,
that's what I'm saying.
You're going to gain different perspective. You are kind of like they might have still gonna have that same voice, might still have that same laugh.
You're missing my point.
But perspective is going to change.
You're missing my point. Let me try this.
And depending on the past relationships with people, like when you're out here in the world dating, you know, you might be the women that you're trying to do everything for. It's like, oh, you might think she's attractive and you're doing all this stuff and you gave all your sweat and all that energy and stuff and they just one day like, I don't even really, I'm kind of going in a different direction. You might feel like you threw all your time away. So now it's, that's going to change your outlook on.
Yeah, so it's going to change you a little bit, but I don't think it's going to change your personality. It's just going to, hey, Trisha. We were just on here.
I don't think your personality really changed. I just think the way you deal with certain situations changed. Like, that's what makes you a different person, the way you handle situations. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, her right here, like she might ride or die. All I gotta do is call her, she will pull up. Once she gets some kids or whatever, get a little different. It's like, hold on. So what happened?
She ain't pulling up no more.
It's like, yeah, but just call the cops. It's like, it's like.
So now she changed. So now she changed.
Yeah, she changed.
I think that's expected. That's evolving.
No, it's not though, because some people don't understand that that's not evolving. That's like you changing up on me.
You want to try this?
No, I'm not. But that's like you changing up on me though. But everybody's outlook and perspective is always going to be different because everybody got different values and different upbringings and certain stuff is like.
He was not the same. Plus, he was looking for stability. He didn't have anything to add. Only one to take mentally and financially. But that's what he's saying. Like you probably changed and grew, and the other person didn't. So it was like it wasn't no longer compatible.
Yeah, right.
So that's the thing too.
Listen, I took some psychology courses and sociology and all that type of stuff. So I'm really good with people a little bit. I'm a little good with people. I think that's my biggest attribute.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Okay, that's good.
That's why I felt like I always kind of been a leader because I knew how to kind of rally everybody together.
Who would you rally in together?
That's my group of friends and just everybody.
I'm loving this conversation. Thanks.
I was a bad kid. Like we used to fight and do all types of stuff. So it's like, come on, y'all. All right, hold on. Get him a soda.
You rally people together to fight?
Get him a soda because he gonna need the energy. Yeah, that's all I used to do. It's like I'm from the ghetto.
I'm glad I met
him. That's all we had was fighting.
I'm glad I met him in college. And he was trying to be studious. Let me tell y'all this last thing before I let y'all go. I'm glad sometimes people are like, you meet people for a reason, like they say, you meet them for a season. And then some people you meet for a lifetime. I'm glad I was at school and I was able to be someone that my husband met for a lifetime because I changed his life. He was in school asking me if he could copy off my papers. Asking me if he could come with me to study.
Don't get me started.
Hanging on my coattails so he can make it through college.
Don't do that.
I'm happy I was able to change his life.
Don't do that.
It's like, nah, I'm joking, yo.
Yeah, that's what I'm ready to say. Because if you want to talk about that, the type of person she is, she wouldn't even let me get it. I couldn't even get in on the paper.
Oh my gosh!
Okay,
I'm not a cheater. I'm not a cheater, right?
I ain't a cheater either, but I'm trying to pass.
I'm open to helping people, right? So we are in the like the auditorium for our school, right? In class. I'm on one row, taking my test, minding my business, answering the questions because I was up studying the night before. I wasn't out hanging out, drinking and partying. I was up studying because we had a biology test the next day. So I was studious, So I'm sitting there writing my answers, and then I turn around to him because he's behind me diagonally, right? He's sitting diagonally behind me so that he can peek on it.
Right.
So I'm like holding my test up.
No, you're not. You got your hand, you got your body. I'm like, yo.
I'm acting like I'm reading the question so that he can see my answer. He got mad after the test, like, you didn't even let me see the answer. It's like, what do you want me to do? You want me to hand you my paper? Like I was sitting there holding it so that you can see it. How was we supposed to cheat?
First of all,
what was the proper way to cheat? Let me ask you that. What was the proper way to cheat?
Like I'm just like, when I was in high school, I had my whole side, all my boys on my side of the room didn't know what was going on. I fill out the first multiple choice and just pass it back. Nobody put their names on it. Pass it back. I fill it out, pass it back. Fill it out, pass it back. I did like 7 tests.
So you expect me to
doing
fill out
7
my
tests.
test?
I'm just saying that's the kind of person I am.
So you want me to pass my test?
That's the kind. Pass the whole thing and do this whole thing over again. If you know it, but
oh my God!
But what I found out was that you can pass, but you ain't really know it like
yeah,
that.
I wasn't like
You
an
ain't
A
really know it
student.
like that.
I wasn't an A student, but I passed the test. I think when that test, I got like probably a B. I think a B minus or something like that. Like I didn't get straight A's. I wasn't that student at all.
It was all right. Long story short, that situation right there showed me.
There was only 2 people and 2 teachers' aides. Woo! He was in the secluded classes of the school. What?
What?
He said in your classes it was only 7 students and 2 teachers.
Why would it be that? I'm talking about on my side. These are my friends that's on my side of the
He
class.
just shot joke. Elevator was saying you was in the class with the 7 people.
Hey, I wish I was, because I wondered, can you get a scholarship if you get straight A's from out of that? Because I was sitting there thinking, like, man, these kids need some scholarship.
I'm sure you can.
Okay. Have to look
I'm
into
sure.
That. I mean,
but anyway, all right, y'all.
But no, long story short, no, I ain't had to do that, man. I was a scholar, you know. I was a special kid. I grew up in the inner city, but I was always on to something. Elevated mindset.
Elevator always coming at somebody.
That's fine.
But she said he kept it. I'm loving this conversation. All right, y'all. So we was just checking in. The guac is done. The guac is good. I'm probably gonna.
And let's put emphasis on, like, I was a bio major. Huh? Let's put emphasis on that.